Hello everyone and welcome to our webinar. My name is Charles Yang and very good evening to everyone. And before I begin, I'd like to request that everyone, can you hear me loud and clear? If you can hear me loud and clear, can you please click on the chat icon on the left side of your screen? You will activate the chat box, and can you please help me by typing a yes on your chat box so I know that you guys can hear me and that we are ready to begin the webinar, that this webinar is live and we can start off straight away. All right, so if you can hear me loud and clear, just type in a yes. Thank you very much. I see some highs. Thank you very much. Yeah, so go on and just type in a yes loud and clear. Okay, thank you, excellent. Yeah, so very warm, very good evening to everyone for attending this webinar. My name is Charles Yang, and over the past year, I've been training a group of entrepreneurs on how to generate income using social media, not just experienced entrepreneurs, but ordinary people, ordinary stay-home moms and dads, and people from all walks of life, complete beginners, on how to create an income using social media. And you know, this might sound strange, but I want to congratulate you for making a decision to come for this webinar. And you know, it might not seem like much, but actually by attending this webinar, you might be you might be doing something that will what do you call that? How do you call that? You're actually taking action on something that might actually create a better future for you and your family. And you know, I really mean that, because the information about to share with you, I tell you, hundreds or probably even thousands of people will hope to be in your situation right now, right? Because the information I've shared has literally changed the lives of many people, not just in Singapore but around the world. So welcome once again for attending this webinar. We're going to start very, very soon. And I'd like to really appreciate you for taking the time to be here in this webinar. And many of you, you could have been doing something else. You could have been, you know, maybe spending time with your family over the meal, going out for shopping, or maybe some of you say watch Korean drama and things like that. You know, I really want to congratulate you for making the decision to attend this webinar and make this a priority over everything else. And I promise you that the next 1 hour it can potentially be life-changing for you guys. All right, so I see so many people logging in right now, so many people trying to log in, and I want to congratulate you for securing a spot for this webinar. All right, so we're gonna begin right now, and and why do I say that? You know, I want to congratulate you guys for making a decision to come, because literally this information that I have shared, all right, this information that I've shared has really literally changed the lives of many individuals all around the world. Take, for example, this is actually Wan Chi. Now, Wan Chi is a Singaporean stay-home mom. She used to be a SIA air stewardess with Singapore Airlines. All right, so when her 2 kids were born, she actually decided to stay home to take care of her 2 kids, leaving her husband as the only breadwinner in the family. Her husband is actually an airline pilot. And to be honest, Wan Chi was actually getting quite worried, because you know why? Because her airline pilot husband was not only just the only breadwinner of the family, right? He had to take care of the finances for both the 2 kids and herself, but also he himself is actually taking care of his parents and also Wan Chi's own parents. So they have actually 4 aging parents and parents-in-law to take care of. So she was getting really worried, because imagine if something happens to her husband. All right, whether is it because of the something happened to his job or something, or he gets injured and cannot continue on into his job, or he gets fired from his job. Now, what is going to happen? He is actually supporting how many people? 2 kids, 1 wife, and 4 aging parents and parents-in-law. That's 7 people that is actually depending on him. If something happens to him, everything falls apart, right? So Wan Chi was really worried. She should be looking for other solutions, and she actually saw this global opportunity, and she took action on it. She started an e-commerce business from the comfort of from home. And you know what? She managed to grow her business, and in 3 years, she actually managed to retire her husband. Now, her husband is actually still working, but he's working not because of financial obligations or because he has to, but because he chooses to, right? Because now, right now, Wan Chi, right, her e-commerce business is actually making a lot more than what her husband is actually making as an airline pilot. And not just that one, she actually, right, has built her business to a point where she doesn't even need to be personally involved with the business. She has actually stepped away from business, and her business is still generating income for her so that she can spend more time with her family, go on holidays with them. And not just that, she's also fulfilling her dream to do charity work, right, by building schools in orphanages in rural areas like Thailand and Cambodia. So this is what is possible for you when you have an e-commerce business and you build it in such a way that actually builds wealth and also creates not just financial freedom, but time freedom for you and your family as well. All right, so I want to right now ask you, everyone, a quick question here. I want to ask you, right, you guys are here in this webinar, and you actually be here in this webinar because you want to learn how to work from home. But I want to ask you right now, what would working from home mean to you? Right? What will working from home actually mean to you? Is it because you want to spend more time with your loved ones and family? So maybe is it because you want to be able to, let's say your kids come back from school in the afternoon, right? After you spend a few hours in the mornings doing your business from the internet, and then when your kids come back from school in the afternoon, you want to be able to spend more time with your kids, maybe spend the whole night with your kids, maybe spend the whole weekends with your loved ones and family. Is that why you want to do so? Well, this may be a solution for you. How would you feel if you could take multiple vacations a year with an e-commerce business that allow you to do the business anywhere in the world today? And maybe even, you know, after working hard for maybe a few months, right, you can actually take not just a vacation to a nearby country like, you know, Kuala Lumpur or Thailand, but you can actually step away from the business, right, and go for multiple vacations, up to 4 vacations a year, maybe up to faraway locations like, you know, the Americas, the Bahamas, the Europes, and faraway countries. So, you know, how would you feel you could take multiple vacations a year? And how about not worrying about retirement? Many of us, we are actually worried about, you know, being able to retire comfortably. And you know that the statistics have shown, right, that 96% now, 96% of Singaporeans cannot retire comfortably. Meaning 96% of us, when we retire, we actually need some form of financial support, whether is it from the government or whether is it from our kids, right? We need some form of financial support. Only 4% of us actually can retire comfortably, actually can become financially free. How would you like to never worry about retirement ever again? Well, if that is you right now, I want you to hold on tight. You are going to discover how to turn this into reality with 5 steps to earn income using social media. All right, now, you see on the screen right now, what do you actually see on the screen? What do all these companies have in common? Right, all these companies, actually, they are what? Online e-commerce companies. That's right, and online e-commerce companies, they are the fastest growing companies and fastest growing businesses in the world right now. And you see many of the newspaper reports talking about traditional retail businesses closing down. All right, so many shops are actually closing down in the online shopping malls. Many of the, even the big brands, big retailer brands are actually pulling out of the retail scene in Singapore. Why is this happening, right? That's because everybody is actually streaming to online to actually purchase their goods. They're actually buying their goods not from the traditional retail stores, but they're actually going, more and more people are actually going online to buy their goods and to buy their products, right? So what is somebody else's problem, right? Even though newspaper, they are reporting on this problem, actually all these people's problems is actually an opportunity for you. Why? Because it's an opportunity for you right now to actually start an e-commerce business. Instead of going against the trend, why not just ride the trend and then just start an e-commerce business from your own home and be able to leverage and ride on the trend, right? And make money for yourself. This is what rich, successful people from history has always been doing, is to ride on the trend. And today you have the opportunity to ride on this fast growing trend, which is online e-commerce business. All right, so this is opportunity for you to start an e-commerce business right now. But before I begin the seminar proper, I'd like to actually share this information with you, right, I'd like to actually ask you this question. Now, what do you actually see? This is something that I always do in every training that I conduct. But I want to ask you a question. What do you actually see? Now, if you are like most people, right, like most of my students, you actually see Charles is nothing special. It's only a picture of a artificial flower, right? It's a picture of artificial flower, nothing special. But let me ask you a question now. Do you know who is Li Ka-shing? Li Ka-shing was actually the second richest man in Asia, multi-billionaire property tycoon, right? But when he first saw this thing, he did not just see artificial flower. Do you know what he saw? He actually saw a business empire. That's right. He actually saw a huge business opportunity. He saw that no one else was doing it in Asia. He saw the window of opportunity to distribute this product all over Asia, and in so doing, he actually made his first few millions doing that. So, what the lesson here? The lesson here is that the information that you're about to see, all right, and hear from me. Actually, to be honest with you, I've shown this to many people all around the world, but only those of us who have the foresight, all right, and who have the successful person's mindset and is open enough to be able to see beyond the information, to recognize the opportunity that is being presented in front of them. Only these people will be able to take advantage of this opportunity to actually create financial freedom for themselves and their family. So tonight, I want to actually encourage you to open up your minds, all right? Don't have any prejudice, but to open up your minds, adopt a successful person's mindset and recognize the opportunity behind this. All right. So, and that's why I need to set the stage right now to actually clear off all distractions that you might have on the computer and in your room. Okay, take out your pen and paper. Get ready to take notes, and I want you to close all the other web browsers, all right, that you might have. Of course, leaving this webinar as the only one that's currently open. Close off all the other web browsers, all right? If you have a mobile phone on your side, please put away your mobile phone. Don't let the WhatsApp messages or any Facebook messages distract you. Just put them away for now, all right? I want to give 100% full attention onto this webinar because this is for your own good. This could potentially change your future for the better, all right? So do that right now, all right? And we will actually, before I begin the webinar, is it okay if I take a little bit of time to introduce myself so that you know who I am, where am I coming from, and why am I qualified to share with you this information? All right. So my name is Charles Yang. Once again, I'm an e-commerce trainer. Over the past 1 year, for those of us who are logging in right now, I've actually trained close to 1,000 people, ranging from complete beginners to experienced entrepreneurs, on how to generate an income using social media over the past 1 year. And but to be honest with you, I'm just an ordinary guy just like you. In fact, it was not long ago when I was still sitting in a room, listening to trainers speak and learning how to make an income online. And I actually was I'm just an ordinary guy. I listened to my parents who told me that, Charles, if you want to be successful in life, all right, you need to study hard, get good grades, and then when you graduate, you get a good job, and then you work hard at your job, you will be successful, you'll be able to retire comfortably. Now, how many of us actually come from or how many of us have actually heard this advice before, right? And to be honest with you, I was really obedient. I actually listened to my parents. I studied hard and was on track to graduate as an engineer. So I got into university. I was very happy and I was on track to graduate as an engineer. But when I entered university, I saw something that was really disturbing. I actually saw something that was not quite right. Do you know why? Because at that point of time, I actually read the book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. Now, how many of us actually read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad before, right? In the book Rich Dad Poor Dad is written by a man called Robert Kiyosaki, and in the book he actually compares the life of his rich dad and his poor dad. And his poor dad is someone who told him exactly that you need to study hard, and then get good grades, get a good job, and then you'll be successful. This same dad, all right, he literally studied hard, climbed out the corporate ladder, but at the end of his life, he still ended up broke. Whereas his rich dad, Robert's rich dad, started off broke, but because he started businesses, he became an investor, he actually ended up becoming very, very rich. So Robert Kiyosaki, by comparing the lives of his two dads, he found out that they have two very different mindsets and philosophies about life. And I realized that, hey, this is something very interesting, because do you know, when I observed my seniors, I saw that, hey, many of them actually, this is what is actually happening to many of the seniors or people who graduated before me. You know, they will come out of university, you know, having 5-figure student debts. Am I right? So they come out already, they already have a 5-figure student loan they have to pay off, right? So they take out a job that they don't necessarily like just to pay off the loan, right? But here's the thing: after they pay off the loan already, right, then they need to get married, right? Then they hit with another loan, the wedding loan. Then after that, they need to get a house, right? Then they hit with another loan, the housing loan. And then after that, they need to renovate a house. Then they have the renovation loan. So they are hit with loans after loans after loans, and they're stuck in a job that they don't necessarily like just to pay off the loans. And what is it called? It is called the rat race. So when I was seeing that was happening, I realized, hey, that is really true. What Robert Kiyosaki is saying is really true. And to make things worse, many of these people they will climb up the corporate ladder, they become senior managers, regional managers in their companies, and guess what happened? They will actually lose their job because of something happened in a company or the economy, or maybe the company lay off one entire division. These people will lose their jobs, right? And to people who are actually hungrier and willing to accept lower pay than them. And many of them, after 6 months, 1 year of looking for a job, they are not able to find back the job that they had lost, or at least of similar pay. Then they have to take up other kind of job like property agent or even taxi driver. No disrespect to any professions out there, but really this is what is happening. And I was sick, and when I was seeing that, I was really, you know, very disturbed. Is this advice that I'm getting? Is it really true? You know, so I began to search for other ways of making income. But do you know what was the clincher for me? Do you know what really happened to my family that really compelled me to go out there and find something that actually works? It was when my mom herself, right, who gave me the advice. She actually herself lost her job with 4 kids still schooling. Now, my mom is a very hardworking person. She has worked hard her entire life, working 12-hour days in the retail sector, including public holidays, right? So you can imagine other people enjoying the holidays. She's still working in her retail shops, right? But she'll work hard in her job. But do you know what happened in 2003 during the SARS period? She actually lost her job because of something that was out of her control. Now, when I as a family experienced that, I will never forget how painful and stressful it felt, because all 4 of the kids, right, I'm the eldest of the 4 children, all of us were still schooling, and I will never forget how painful and stressful it felt. As a family, I'll never forget how painful it felt when I overheard my mom crying in the toilet. I'll never forget that experience. And at that point of time, from that day onwards, I resolved within myself. I said, there must be a better way. There must be a better way. I cannot just depend on a job. I must find something that actually works, so that I can take care of my family in the future. So I started to actually look for other kinds of jobs after I graduated. Instead of going to engineering, I actually went to sales-related jobs. That's because Robert Kiyosaki says that, you know, you need to actually learn this key skill called sales, right? So I went to sales, and I tried a lot of sales. I tried insurance sales, MLM sales, event sales, tuition sales, all kinds of sales jobs. And to be honest with you, I actually failed in all those jobs. That's because I was an introvert, and I'm still an introvert now, but I was really socially awkward. I didn't like meeting new people, and I just basically failed in all those jobs. So I was really discouraged. You know, is that really something I can really do, right? And thankfully at that time, I came across this thing called internet marketing, and I fell in love with the idea that you can just stay at home behind a computer, don't need to meet people, all right? You just do your own thing, and you can have people come to your website and they buy from you, and then you know you don't need to actually meet them in person. Wow. And then you can actually make income from your comfort of your home. So I was really intrigued. I began to went to internet marketing. Long story short, after lots of failures, I finally actually started making money. I started actually becoming good at it. In fact, I was so good at it that a company actually headhunted me. It was an investing, training, and education company. They headhunted me to do a digital marketing for them, and I actually generated $500,000 for that company in 18 months. So that was a pretty good result, right? But here's the thing. I actually did that as an employee. Now, let me ask you a question. Who do you think gets the lion's share? The boss of the company or the employee? Who do you think gets the lion's share? The boss, that's right. So as employee, do you know how much I was being paid? I was only being paid $2,500. Can you imagine how stupid it felt. You know, I make so much money, $500,000 for a company. I only paid $2,500. And let me ask you a question: does a fresh graduate actually earn even more than that? So I was very stupid. Wow, I make so much money for a company. So I decided to actually come out of the company, even though I like my job. And to be honest with you, I also like the boss because the boss is actually a very nice person. He actually treats employees very well, but he was really seriously underpaying me. After a long struggle, I decided it's time to come out and start my own business. And I started several businesses, including an e-commerce business. But to be honest with you, I actually failed again in that e-commerce business. That was because I was actually one person, all right, one person doing everything in the business because I was self-employed. You know, as a self-employed, you got to handle the sales, the operations, the production, the accounts, the customer service, the administration, everything you got to calculate out, you got to handle, you know. So I really struggled in that business, and I basically failed, and I actually lost money. I actually lost a huge 5-figure sum. At that point of time, I was so depressed. I was ready to give up. I really didn't want to have anything to do with business anymore. But thankfully, at that point of time, I actually met a millionaire couple who actually made their millions in e-commerce, and they actually point out to me the mistakes that I've been making in my previous e-commerce business. And after listening to them, I started an e-commerce business in an industry that I had no prior experience. And thankfully, right now, I've actually had some success. I'm actually generating income every single day and every single week. All right, so that is my story right now. How many of us would like to be able to do that as well? Right, so if that is you, then you know many people have asked me, what Charles, if I want to start an e-commerce business, but is it true that I actually need a lot of money to start? Now, well, it is true that you do need a sizable sum of capital to start an e-commerce business, but there are actually other ways. All right, I'm going to show you how to overcome this challenge, because there are actually ways to actually start with a lot less capital. All right, with just a fraction of the capital that traditional e-commerce business start. There are actually new ways that you can use to actually start an e-commerce business with a lot less. Okay, so I'm going to share with you more information. People ask me, I do not know which product to sell. Well, I'm also going to share with you how to actually know exactly what kind of market to enter, what kind of products to sell, right? No web design experience, no web online marketing experience. Let me share with you how to do all that. Okay, product quality from supplier, especially if you are getting your products from China, right? So China is known for their low product quality. So how to ensure that you have good product quality? I'm going to show you how to overcome that, and also price war, because you know, right, if you have something that sells well online, you immediately have competitors who begin to what they do, they undercut you, right? So how do you prevent a price war? Well, I can actually share with you more information. All right, so with that, let's go on straight into the 5 steps on how to create income using social media. Are you ready to begin? All right, let's begin right now. All right, step number 1 is the online success mindset. Before we even do anything, you need to have what we call the online success mindset. All right, so I want to ask you this question. This is something that I do for every training. All right, and I always ask this: what is time? Time is what? Time is what? Right? So what's the answer? Time is, now if you're like most people, you'll answer that time is money, right? Time is money. That's why we learn in school, right? We work hard, we get our jobs, we exchange our time for money, right? And things like that. But let me ask you, is it really true that time is money? Is it really true that in this world that we live in, that time is money? All right, let me just explain to you why time is not money. All right, time is not money. Okay, let me ask you. Let's say you want to buy anything. Let's say you want to buy an iPhone, right? You like the iPhone. You just want to buy an iPhone. So you want to buy an iPhone, but let me ask you a question. Do you care how much time it took to create the iPhone? Do you care how much time it took to create the iPhone when you want to buy it? No, you don't care how much time it takes, right? You only care whether it works as advertised. Am I right to say that? Yeah, so same thing. Let's say you want to buy a pair of shoes, for example. Right? You want to buy a pair of shoes. Do you care how much time it took the designer or the manufacturer to create that pair of shoes? No, you only care whether it fits on you and whether it looks nice on you, right? So what are you actually paying for in this world when you're buying stuff? What are you actually paying for? Are you paying for time? No, you are actually paying for value, right? You are paying for value. So what is money? It's not time that is money, it is value that is money, and people will pay money in exchange for the value that you provide them. Right? So in your jobs, what do you think? Are you being paid for your time, or are you being paid for the value that you bring during that period of time? The truth is you are being paid for that value. That's right. So remember here, in the marketplace and in the world that we live today, all right, if you want to make a lot of money, the only way to do that is to provide more value, right? The more value you provide, the more money you make. And how do you provide value in this world? Very simple. You just find a problem and you provide a solution, right? Because people will actually pay for that solution, for the problem they are facing. Because by providing the solution that for their problem, you're actually providing value, and people will actually pay for the value that you are giving them, right? So here's the thing. When you understand that it is not time that's money, it's value that's money, and how you do that is by finding a problem. So what do? The bigger the problem, the bigger the opportunity to make more money. Because if you can find a solution for that big problem, in fact, not just a big problem, but a big problem that a lot of people are facing, all right? If you can find a solution and provide a solution for all these problems that all these people are experiencing, you can see they actually have opportunity to make a lot of money, right? So this is the thing, right? So you need to understand that how this marketplace, or at least how business works, is that the more value you provide for people, right, and the bigger the problem that you solve, the more money you can actually make. And that is why there are so many success entrepreneurs, right? Now think about it. Every one of us has the same 24 hours. Why is it that there are some people, especially business and entrepreneurs, right, they're able to make so much more money within the same period of time? Why is that happening? That's because they have found a way to provide a solution to a problem that a lot of people are facing, and because they are providing so much value, right, they're actually earning so much money. So you need to understand this, all right? Step number one, online success mindset. You know that time is not money, it is value, that is money. By providing a solution for a big problem that a lot of people are facing, you can actually provide a lot of value, and in so doing, actually earn a lot of money. Okay, so you need to understand this. Step number one, online success mindset. Step number two is to find a profitable market. All right, find a profitable market, right? And this is a very important step. All right, in fact, is one of the most important steps. In fact, is this step that many new traditional e-commerce business owners actually make when they first start their e-commerce business, including mine. When I actually entered my first e-commerce business, I entered a hyper-competitive market. It was also on a flat growth, no growth opportunities at all. It was just a huge mistake on my part. Okay, so with the benefit of hindsight, you can learn from me. Find a profitable market to enter. Now, what is a profitable market? There are two parts to a profitable market. All right. First is that it is an evergreen market. All right, it is an evergreen market, meaning that this market actually there's consistent demand regardless of how the economy is doing. Whether the economy is doing well or economy is doing badly, right? There will always be consistent demand for this kind for the products in this market. All right. So then the second requirement is that it needs to be an uptrend market, meaning it needs to be a growing market where there's more and more demand for the products, right? So what are the three biggest evergreen and uptrend markets in the world today? Well, number one is health. Well, everyone wants to stay healthier, everyone wants to look younger, right? And wealth, everyone wants to make more money, correct? And also relationships, everyone wants to know how to have a better relationship with their spouse, and also, like, for the singles out there, how to find a partner for life. All right, so health, wealth, relationship, these are the three biggest profitable markets that you can find right now. So let me ask you a question. Which of the three do you think is the largest evergreen and profitable market that is currently right now? What do you think is of the three is the biggest right now? Well, you can actually go to Google Trend. Google Trend has a tool to tell you which market is the most profitable. You just go to google.com/trends, enter the keyword, you'll be able to see which of the three is the most profitable. All right, so what do you think? Which one of the three, health, wealth, or relationship, is the most profitable? Actually, all right, the answer is health. If you answer health, you're absolutely correct. In fact, health is actually much more than relationship and wealth. Right? Quite surprising, right? When I thought wealth was the biggest. In fact, wealth is actually the smallest. Health is actually the largest by far. And if you think about it, right, it actually makes perfect sense. Why? That's because global trends has always been driven by this segment of market called the baby boomers, right? The baby boomers, these are people who are born after World War II, between 1945 to 1965, right? These people, the many babies born in this era, they've always been the ones driving market trends. And where do you think, which life stage do you think they're in right now? They are in the retirement life stage, right? Many of them are retiring right now. They are in their senior years. So what is their number one priority right now? Is to have better health so that they can stay healthier, live longer, right? And do you know that within the health market, there's actually a segment in the market that's actually the fastest growing segment right now? The fastest growing segment right now. So what do you think it is? It is actually the anti-aging market, right? It only makes sense, right? Anti-aging market. So when I type in anti-aging in Google Trends, look at what happened. Wow, fast growing trend, right? Super fast growing trend. Look at that, right? On the graph, right? So it just says that anti-aging is a fast growing uptrend, and it is an evergreen market because regardless how the economy doing, people still want to stay healthier and also look younger, right? And delay the effects of aging, or at least reduce the effects of aging. So that is actually one of the key things that they're looking at right now, anti-aging. In fact, official research, right, have shown that anti-aging market is booming right now. In fact, it's already almost a $300 billion market, set to become a $1 trillion market by 2025 in just 9 years' time. All right, so this is a huge opportunity that's available to us right now. And do you know that? And do you know that even Google and Apple now, Google and Apple, they are the one of the largest companies in the world right now. Am I right to say that? And not just that, they're actually not anti-aging companies. They're actually they are actually technology, internet-related companies. And do you know they're actually arch rivals? They're actually competitors, right? Because Apple owns the iOS, Google owns Android. But do you know that recently these two big boys, right? They actually come together. And they're coming together they actually join forces. Okay, join forces is really quite a big thing, right? But they actually join forces to start a company that's not even internet related. What was the company? It was an anti-aging company, right? They started this anti-aging company called Calico, already invested $500 million, as you can see on the screen, right? Already, and they planning to invest $1.5 billion. $1.5 billion. So even the big internet companies, right, are entering anti-aging. If even Google and Apple are entering anti-aging, what does it say? It just basically confirms to us that right now, one of the best market, if not the best market enter right now, is actually in anti-aging. Right? So step number 2, profitable market, anti-aging, best market to enter right now. All right. So after you find the right market, what do? You find products to promote, right? And this is something that I actually didn't know that my mentor actually taught me. Do you know that you don't even need to own your own product in the first place? Now, many people, what they do when they start e-commerce business, immediately they go and find suppliers, they go and get stocks, right? And then they go buy a lot of stocks, and then they try to sell online. And what happens? The products don't actually sell, right? Even though they might have done a lot of research, but nothing actually beats until you actually have customers. Nothing actually happens until you actually have customers buying the product. So you actually, what you need to do is you actually need to be able to have enough results or data to verify that this is actually a product that actually sells well in your current market. So what you can do, you can actually don't need to own your product. You can actually start promoting other products people first. For example, if you want to promote a physical product, right, you can go to Amazon, type anti-aging, you can actually start promoting the products down there, and you'll be able to actually earn a commission. You can actually make arrangements to earn a commission out of the products that you sell. All right, and then only after, let's say after 10 products you try to sell, right, one product actually starts selling, right, then you can actually choose to, if you want to, okay, contact a supplier to import that product and then sell it for yourself. So this is something that you can do by finding a products to promote. Okay, so here's a bonus tip right now. If you want, how many of us want to actually earn income and create wealth faster? Right? You can actually earn income and create wealth, or you can earn income and create wealth faster. Which one do you want? You definitely want the faster route, all right? Okay, so here's a bonus tip right now. Promote only disruptive technology product. All right, disruptive technology product. So you ask me, Charles, what do you mean by disruptive technology product. Well, let me give you an example. Basically, disruptive technology products are products that, when the technology come out, it makes the old product, the old technology obsolete. So everybody starts using the new technology, right? For example, how many of us used to take photos using Kodak film or Fuji film, right? That was the old technology when a digital camera came out. Now, let me ask you, how many of us are still using the film cameras? No one, right? Everybody's using the digital camera around. Now, that's because the digital camera is a disruptive technology. It made the old film technology obsolete. Everybody starts using the new digital camera technology. Same thing for Nokia phones. How many of us used to own Nokia phones or Motorola phones, right? And how many of us are still using it? No one, right? That's because everybody is now using the iPhone, Samsung phone, the smartphones, right? So, am I right to say that the smartphone, Android phone, iPhone, this is actually a disruptive technology? That's right, because everybody starts using the new technology. All right, so this is what I mean by disruptive technology. Now, let's say, for example, you used to sell Nokia phones, for example. You just sell Nokia phones on your web store. Then when the iPhone first came out, you recognize the iPhone as a disruptive technology product that everybody will start using the iPhone, right? Can you recognize that there was a window of opportunity back then where you can actually make a lot of money by selling the iPhone, right? So that's what I mean by disruptive, promoting disruptive technology product, promoting products that is set to actually make the old products obsolete. Everybody starts using a new product, and when everybody starts buying the new products from you, you actually have the opportunity to make quite a lot of money. All right. So using disruptive technology products, this business, this student of mine actually started a new e-commerce business for 1 week and actually generated $16,000 in sales. Not a bad result at all. Quite a good result. All right. So once you have identified the right products, what you do is step 4, you drive traffic to your products, right? You need to drive traffic to products, and there are actually many ways to drive traffic, meaning drive visitors to actually view your product. There are many ways to do that, but I'm just going to share with you some ways that other people out there are not actually sharing. All right. So one way is actually what you can do is to send free samples to influencers, right? Influencers, these are people with lots of followers on social media. Basically, they post one picture, already a lot of likes, a lot of comments, right? So these are social media influencers. And because they have so many followers, right, you can actually make a deal with them, send free samples to them, get them to actually do a free review of your product and share with their followers their experience, right, and post it on their social media platform, whether is it Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, right? They can actually do that, and immediately what you have is people where you have a huge audience that will actually come and view your product. So this is one way you can do that. Of course, another tip is to use hashtag to allow easy discovery of products. All right, that's what you can do on social media. And also, do you know that YouTube, right? YouTube, there are actually some people who actually review products for a living. Do you know there are actually some people who do that, right? You can actually do the same thing, approach them, give them free sample, get them to do a video review of your product, right? And in so doing, you immediately have a sizable group of YouTube viewers, right, who will actually go and view your product. All right. So when you do all these strategies, so I want to give you a bonus tip. Okay, drive traffic to your product page, not your main page. Right? Don't drive them to your home page. Drive them to your product page. Okay, so that because if you drive them to the main page, right, they still need to find a product, and many of them will actually leave your website after that. Okay, drive them to your product page so that immediately you can get more information on product. If they like it, they will actually buy it there and then. All right. So this is step number 4: drive traffic to products. This is another one of our students who actually generated $6,000 in sales. Not a bad result at all. Right. So when you have done all the previous steps correctly, right, you've adopted the correct mindset, you have entered the right market, you found the right products, and you found the right people to buy your products. What happens? You begin to cash the checks, right? I think this is everyone's favorite step, right? Your favorite step. Cash the checks. It's now time to cash in on the money. So after you cash in the check, what can you do? You can actually write, "Dear boss, I quit," right? That's because you can actually do this business full-time right now, right? You can actually maybe go on travel. You can actually go to always go to the countries that you've always been dreaming of traveling, right? You can spend more time with your family and your loved ones, right? And this is now And many of us, we have dreams that have yet to be fulfilled. This is now your opportunity to make your dream come true. Whether is it charity like Wan Chi who did charity, right? Or any other dream that you might have, this is now your opportunity to make your dream come true. Right, so just another testimonial from one of our students who sent in recently. She actually generated $55,000 in e-commerce business. Really, really a very, very good result. All right, so right now you might be asking, you know, what products are actually our students actually marketing on online? What are they actually using? Right, so is it right now if I share with you some of the disruptive technology products? Okay, all of them are actually marketing disruptive technology products in the anti-aging industry, which we already established is the fastest growing and probably is probably the best market to enter right now because it's the biggest and fastest growing market right now, and it's also disruptive technology products. Is it okay if I share with you some disruptive technology products that our students are currently using? All right, so if that is you, just listen on to this video right now and let me know what you think.
Awesome. Very big difference, huh? Okay. All right, thank you, Lydia. Thank you, Lionel. Can we give them a round of applause? But you can see, because she washed her face over here using cleanser, you can see it's more smooth and more supple. Whereas this side, you can see a bit more rough here.
All right, guys. So what you just see just now, what you experience, you actually saw that this lady, right? She had eye bag, right? But after applying the instant eye bag removal cream, what happened? Her eye bag actually disappeared. Right? Within how long? Within just 2 minutes. Now, friends, can you see that this is actually a disruptive technology product? Right now, let me ask you a question. If you want to have eye bags removed, right, you got to see aesthetic doctor, right? So if you see aesthetic doctor to have an eye bags removed, how much does it usually cost? How much does it usually cost? A few $100? No, I think it's a few $1,000s, right? Hey, but do you know that this instant eye bag removal cream only costs less than US $2? That's right, less than US $2. So if you have customers who buy from you and then it works on them, do you think they will come back and buy from you again? All right, actually there's a catch to it. Actually, this instant eye bag removal cream, right, only lasts for 8 to 9 hours. Okay, so it lasts for about 1 day application. But here's the thing: if it works on your customers, all right, your customers buy from you, it works on them. All right, they're happy. Will they continue using it? Will they continue to buy from you again? Right. And so what do you have? You have customers who buy from you over and over again. And what do you have? You have recurring sales, you have recurring income, right? So that's the thing. This is what I mean by disruptive technology products. And we're actually, to share with you good news, we're actually working with 2 very prominent doctors in the anti-aging industry who are developing all these disruptive technology products. And you need to know these individuals, all right? Because these individuals, they are like the Steve Jobs, right? Literally, they are like the Steve Jobs in the anti-aging space. All right, so I just introduced to you right now one of the scientists we are working with. His name is Dr. Nathan Newman. He's actually a world leader in stem cell technology. Now, if you don't understand stem cell, I'll give you a short explanation. Stem cell is actually the cell from which all the other cells come from. It is actually the first cell, all right, that is actually the first cell that forms when the sperm enter the egg. The very first cell is called stem cell. Out of the stem cell, you have all the other cells like nerve cells, brain cells, skin cells, muscle cells, bone cells, everything. All the cells actually come from stem cells. And basically, Dr. Nathan Newman has found a way to create new, healthy, all right, skin stem cells from within your skin, right? So that when we apply the serum on your skin, right, it will actually generate new stem cells that grow on to become healthy skin cells. And what happens with that, right, is that it actually does all sorts of things: remove wrinkles, reduce eye bags, treat all kinds of skin problems. Because what he does, right, is that this stem cell technology is treating this, not just the symptoms, but the source itself, the source which is the cells, specifically stem cells. In fact, all the products out there current technology is only treating the symptoms. His product is one of the he is the pioneer, and is a pioneer in stem cell technology. It's the only product currently in the market right now that actually treats all these skin problems and aging problems at the cell level, the root level. Right. So we are talking about this. We are talking about disruptive technology right now in the anti-aging space. And if you are in skincare industry, or you're a lady who is working in skincare industry, you would have heard of stem cells, and you know this to be true. You know that stem cell is the next frontier. It is the next disruptive technology that is set to disrupt the entire skin cell technology. Everybody will start using stem cell technology, and we have the pioneer of stem cell technology himself. We are working with this person. In fact, his office, just to share with you, is actually based in Beverly Hills, Hollywood, and many of the Hollywood celebrities are actually his clients, right? So we're talking about the world leader in stem cell technology right now. We're actually working with Dr. Nathan Newman. The second gentleman that I want to introduce to you, he's the scientist. His name is Dr. Vincent Chimpapa, and you have to know this person, right? In the anti-aging space, do you know that do you know that Dr. Vincent is actually being called the father of anti-aging? That's right, he's being called the father of anti-aging. Do you know why? Do you know that anti-aging was a term that was actually anti-aging is a term that was actually created, right? 20 to 30 years ago, there was no such term as anti-aging. It was actually a term that was created 20 to 30 years ago. Do you know who created this term? It is actually Dr. Vincent Chimpapa himself, right? He is actually the first one of the first board certified anti-aging physician in the world. He's the first president of the American Board of Anti-Aging Medicine. And do you know right now, if you want to be an anti-aging scientist, you actually need to study his textbook. Right? Yeah, you need to study his textbook. He is the world authority on anti-aging himself. All right, and he has basically his product. We're also working closely with Dr. Vincent right now because his product is actually right now the also disruptive technology product, also in stem cells, right, anti-aging, and he's actually working on all these disruptive technology products. All right, so we have disruptive technology products from two prominent world leaders in their field. What happens? Can you see that you actually have products, right, that is far, when you have superior products to all the products out there? Can you see how much more easier and how much more doable it is to do the business? Right? And how do you actually do the business? Very simple. Can you actually post a simple video on Facebook and Instagram and make money from it? Right? For example, the video that you saw just now about this lady having her eye bag being removed. Right? It's a very entertaining video, right? It's a video that could go viral. So what happens when you post a video? You see what happened when I posted the video. What happened? You have this video started to go viral. Many people started liking this post. It started to have many shares. Can you see at the bottom of the screen? 373 shares, right? And what resulted in? It was a 65,000 views. Hey, let me ask you a question. If you have 65,000 people watching your video, do you think some of them might be at least interested to buy the product from you to try, right? So can you see how doable this business is when you have such amazing and products by two prominent world-class scientists who are top in their field in anti-aging? Can you see how doable this business is? All right, and how would you like to have business in so many countries where you don't even know about people in these countries? You look at all my customers, right? Which countries they are from. So many of these countries, right? I don't know anyone there at all. I haven't even stepped foot in that country before. Like Bahrain, Brunei, all these countries, Germany. I don't know anyone there, but yet I have customers over there buying from me. Right? Would you like to have the same happen for you? And how would you like to have be able to generate income every single week and every single day? How would you like to be able to do that? If that is you right now, I want to invite you to come for our seminar this coming Saturday, our e-commerce Speak Well seminar, and you will discover and learn what other in-demand disruptive technology product that you can leverage on right now to increase your income. Now, you have already seen the instant eye bag removal cream. That is just one of the disruptive technology products that we have found. We actually have an entire range of products, all created by the two scientists that I introduced just now, and together with scientists that you're working closely with them, they actually develop an entire range of anti-aging products, all right? And I'm going to share with you in person, live, face to face, all right? So that you know that I'm a real person, you know that all the students that I've shared with the results to you, these are all real people, and you're going to see for yourself, all right, all these products, and to actually know that this is actually a real opportunity right now. I'm going to actually share with you how to get your hands, okay, to secure the rights to actually market all these products. You actually need to secure the rights to actually market their products, and I'm going to share with you how to do that this coming Saturday during our seminar, all right? And how to earn more upfront when customers buy from you. How do you actually do that? I can actually teach you some tips, all right? And this is very important, how to create wealth. All right, you know that many traditional e-commerce business out there, right? They actually they cannot take time off their business. Actually, all their time is being spent on their business right now. And here's the thing: they cannot actually, because they build the business in such a way whereby they cannot step away from business, because once they step away from the business, the income stops. They actually need to be working in the business in order to make income. And why is that? That is actually not the right way to do the business, right? If you want a freedom and lifestyle business, you need to be able to build a business in such a way whereby you can step away from business and still the income is still coming in, so that you can actually take holidays, spend time with your family and all that, right? So how do you do that? Right, I'm going to teach you how to actually build a business in such a way that you can literally step away from business and the income keep on coming in. In other words, how to work once and get paid forever. Or in other words, how to create wealth, right? Create true wealth with your e-commerce business. How to build that in such a way whereby you create wealth. All right, so I'm going to share with you. And also what is the new upcoming business trend that's taking Asia by storm, and how to be one of the first to take advantage of it. There's a wave that's coming at us right now, and how can you be one of the first to ride on the wave to financial freedom, so that you and your family can enjoy the fruits of your labor. All right, so this is what I'm going to share with you, and the value of this seminar is US $500, and we have certainly charged this amount in the past. But here's the good news: because you guys are here, you have taken action to be in the webinar tonight, here is my reward to you. This seminar, right, is going to be absolutely free of charge for you guys, all right? Because you guys took your time, you took action to be here in this webinar. I only want to work with action takers, and that's why I want to reward you with this. And also because I've made a promise to my mentor years ago. I said that when I succeed online, I'm going to make my information available to as many people as possible, make it affordable as many people as possible. So for you guys who are here in this webinar today, congratulations, you can actually come for this seminar for absolutely free of charge, no cost at all. All right, so when is the seminar? Is happening this Saturday on the 14th of May. The venue is at Toa Payoh, the Actuary. All right, registration starts at 2 o'clock. The time is actually 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. And please bring writing material with you. All right, please bring writing material to you. So how to sign up? Very, very simple. All you need to do is go to this link right now, okay, bit.ly/ecommercewealth2016, right, to register yourself for this seminar. Register yourself for this seminar. All right, and here's the thing, because I want to reward action takers in this room, all right, for all the action takers in this room, and we only want to work with action takers, all right. So for all the action takers in this room, if you register within the next 10 minutes, you will be given this ebook worth $47. It is called Social Media Authority. It is complement to e-commerce, your e-commerce business, and basically you will be learning how to be a social media influencer yourself, so you can drive even more traffic to your e-commerce business. All right, so this is what is going to happen right now. Once again, the seminar is happening on 14th of May, Saturday, in Toa Payoh, the Actuary, from 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. All right, the link right now is at bit.ly/ecommercewealth. Please go to the link right now to register. And to make things easier for you, all right, okay, you just see on your screen right now, on the right hand side, you should see a yellow box that comes up. All right, all you need to do, right, let me just show the yellow box right now. Okay, so I'm showing this yellow box right now. All you need to do is just click on the yellow box and you'll be taken immediately to the link to register for this seminar. And remember, if you do so within the next 10 minutes, you will receive this ebook worth $47 for absolutely free. Okay, and we only want to work with action takers in a room. So if you are serious about making income on social media, and not just creating income, but to actually create wealth so that you can have more time for your family. You can actually go on holiday vacations. You can start doing this full time for the comfort of your own home, and finally make your dreams come true. If you are serious, then I want to encourage you to take action right now to register yourself for this coming Saturday's seminar. All right. So with that, I come to the end of my training. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you have gained value for it. And I really, really hope to be seeing you this coming Saturday, because I have so much more information that I want to share with you guys. All right, to actually teach you and share with you on how you can actually enter this huge anti-aging market, or get started with e-commerce business. There is a huge potential right on this trend that is set to make many people very wealthy and very financially free as well. Many people in Singapore have restarted doing this, and many of us are on our way to financial freedom right now, and want you to join us in this journey. All right. So with that, go to this link right now, bit.ly/ecommercewealth 2016, or click on the yellow box, the button register now on the yellow box on your screen right now, and you will be actually taken to the link and you can actually register. Okay, so once again, thank you so much for joining me in this webinar. I hope to see you this coming Saturday at Toa Payoh at the Actuary this afternoon, this Saturday afternoon. All right. So with that, thank you so much for joining me in this training. Hope to see you guys this coming Saturday, and I'll see you very, very soon. Catch up with you this Saturday. All right. Thank you so much, and a very good evening. Thank you, and bye bye. Yeah.